Modeling Theory Final by Issis Carreno for Professor Alicia Taylor, COM 211. What is modeling theory? Modeling theory is defined as the importance of observation and imitation that takes place from an individual's perspective through the characters portrayed through media, and how it brings a change when it comes to their behavior, knowledge, attitudes, and values. This is from the Communication Theories Modeling. References will be found at the end of the slides. This analysis is to conclude my final theory project on modeling theory. In the first section, I will summarize an article about Black educators and their impact on students. In the second part, I will cover bullying in a school setting and how the model theory impacts this behavior. To conclude, I will illustrate an example and explain how this is important in everyday life. Moving on to Black educators and model theory. In a peer-reviewed article written in 2022, it is argued that white educators have lower expectations for children of color. It also argues that because Black teachers, especially male Black teachers, make up such a small percentage of all teachers, it's hard for students of color to feel as if they belong in a school setting without disciplinary actions. In a quote by Wallace, Black male educators build with their students, often serving as mentors and role models. Also, it is noted in the study conducted that Black male educators provide an opportunity for Black male students to experience a more positive education, increasing the likelihood of post-secondary education, in a quote in 2011 and 2020. This is important because model theory suggests that observation and imitation take the form of a person's perspective. Essentially, if children of color see educators of color, they are more likely to want to continue learning as they would relate to them, their appearance, and their culture. Moving on to slide 4, Behavior and Model Theory. In a peer-reviewed article by Lucas, they talk about bullying within the school setting and how modeling behaviors influence or affect students. There are educators who at times may ignore bullying, such as homophobic jokes, to cross-generational barriers, and become more relatable to students. This is especially important because as teachers are in a position of authority, students would look at this model as a green light to continue bullying. There have been cases where students reported this contact to teachers, and teachers turned a blind eye. This becomes problematic because it then affects the mental health of all. The bullies will continue to spread their hate, thinking it's okay, and the student being bullied will feel helpless and a sense of distrust towards adults who should have stepped up. They note that teacher forms of unintentional bullying can also be sarcasm, name-calling, humiliation, among other behaviors. Although this is a very different topic from the Black educator section, it is essential to the correlation between the model theories. Moving on to slide 5, Illustration. The illustration depicts a Black teacher helping students of color in a classroom setting. The picture captures the attention of the students as they are engaging with the teacher. This was obtained from Forbes. In the illustration by Forbes above, the article states that reading and math scores were higher when students were an ethnic racial match, with the size of the effect greatest in Black and Latinx children. This is not only true with cognitive learning function, but behavior observed. When children can relate to their educators, such as a Black or other ethnicity, students see an educator who is similar to them. They are more likely to succeed and model their good behavior. Slide 6, Conclusion. Model theory is an essential part of communication and closely relates to psychology, and it's an essential part of human development. The model theory is a part of everyday interaction. People will often model the behavior or communication they see. This is especially true for children, modeling their elders or people of authority, such as parents, educators, coaches, etc. This can be positive or negative. Studying this scholarship will allow for better understanding of the impacts this forms of communication has in socioeconomics, cultures, education, and other vital areas of human communication. Model theory is especially important when young minds are our future and we are the adults who help shape them. This concludes my project for model theory. Slide 7 are the references. Thank you.